Soulmate twin flame reading for the week of April 9th. So for this reading, I'm just going to pull a spread and we're going to see whatever comes up. Moon, the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Wands reversed. And let me bring all this over. Right, so as always with this spread, I like to use the 3 cards in the middle along with the bottom of the deck to describe like what's going on in the physical, and then the 3 cards on the perimeter are the energy and how it's shifting throughout the week. So I'll kind of kick things off with Justice reversed, and Justice reverse is telling me that the kind of the climate for the week so far, like the way things are getting started off. I just want to try and pull everything over a bit. Is it feels like some people are struggling to again, you know, we have been dealing with a lot of energy, a lot of shifts in energy. We've been dealing with Mercury in retrograde. We've been dealing with a lot of endings recently because of these shifts in energy. And so what I'm getting with Justice is, you know, a lot of people, this could be karmic related too. I do say with these spreads, you know, if you are someone who feels like you're in a karmic partnership and you know you're looking for clarity, that this would also resonate with you as well. And it feels like for Justice, this is the energy here is very karmic like. It's very karmic like because you got Justice, you know, the way things kind of start off is Justice feeling like, you know, someone feeling as if they haven't been given the treatment they deserve, and that's kind of kicking the week off. That's the energy going around. And with all the endings and with Mercury in retrograde, again, with all that stuff going on, it's very easy to kind of like get into the space where you feel as if things are unjust for you. Things didn't quite work out in your favor. And then the physical approach to it is not the most promising. It's as it is, I should say, because we got the King of Wands reversed, and in the reverse position, the King of Wands is. But in the upright position, the King of Wands is someone is very. I always call it very fiery energy and it's very fiery and very flighty. So it's like someone who's the King of Wands always kind of comes to me as someone who is capable where they are, but they miss they kind of miss the action that came with where they were in the past. Hence the flighty energy. It's like they always want to go back. But with in this reverse position, it feels like the King of Wands feels like very, very stubborn, very immovable. Is not interested in taking serious action. So more about the physical, we've got the moon here. We've got the moon, and this is more of, you know, this kind of goes back to the moon is also kind of going back to Justice reversed, where it's like you feel as if things haven't been. You're not getting your just due, because with the moon in play, you're not seeing everything that's going on, but the reality of it is you don't need to see everything. You have what's before you is what you need to receive and process. And as we do enter this last, and as we are in this final week of Mercury retrograde, you know, this is kind of like the reality of what's going on right now. You're just, it's not realistic to expect to have all the details all the time, all at once. And honestly, you don't need all of the details either. Is what I've always been getting, is that, you know, what's placed before you is what you have to work with. And in the soulmate situation, this twin flame situation, karmic situation, you I'm also kind of getting hopes and dreams from this from the moon as well. So it's like, you know, you're not liking what you see before you, but you're kind of your hope is that things get better. Your hope is that things take go in a different direction, a direction that you're more comfortable with, something that you like. But it's not realistic. You know, it's time to focus on what's there, and focus on how do you work with what's there, and focus on if you want to work with what's there, because that's all that the universe is presenting you with. That's all this opportunity is presenting you with right now. You know, you can't don't invest too much in the unseen at this point, because it's just that it's unseen. You don't know how it's going to manifest for you, especially when you're in dealings with another person, where working alone, you're very capable. You can manifest whatever you want for yourself. But when you're dealing with other people, you always have to be concerned about what they're aligned with and what appeals to them. So it's like trying to impose your dreams or desires on the situation. You know, keep wishing that things will change and things will go differently, and you know, this person will wake up and see what's going on and see that, you know, you're an amazing person and that you're not someone who needs to be played around with. It's not a fruitful task. With the moon here, it's just, you know, take things as they are and work with what you've got. Yeah, the moon with justice reversed is just, you know, work with the things you have before you, because that's all you're meant to be working with right now. You can't go into things feeling as if you've been jilted or something like that, because no, the experience you're in is processing as it's supposed to. I think this week is gonna be very heavy with messages, because all these cards, we have a blue background in each card. We've got, you know, for the King of Wands reversed, the Moon, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands reversed. You know, even the Six of Swords. I think this is gonna be a week heavy with messaging, a lot of communication. I think kind of like a lot coming to us through spirit, is Mercury does go direct on the 15th, and we're gonna start feeling that energy shift later in this week. For some of the more mercurial people, you know, when you're ruled by Mercury, you kind of feel the changes a little bit sooner. But moving into this Five of Wands, this is someone who's not taking, like, if for those of you who are in a curious situation, it's like this Five of Wands feels like someone who's not taking you seriously. You know, someone is not quite taking you seriously despite what they may say, because look, they're focused. You know, they're all focused on playing around at things, and there's no there's no conflict. It's just playing around, and it's just someone who's not really taking things seriously at the moment. So for those of you who are trying to, get a feel on the situation you're in, um, there's a fair chance that this person you're dealing with has other people that they're entertaining, and it feels like you should do the same, because this energy here is very, it's playful energy. This isn't somebody who wants to be locked down right now. This situation, if you're resonating with this so far, like the situation you're dealing with, this is not somebody who wants to be locked down. This is somebody who wants to, they want to go, they want to go, they want to play, they want to do what they want to do, come and go as they please. And again, with the King of Wands reversed, this is somebody who's set in that mood. He's not going to get up and change his mind. She's not going to get up and change her mind. And then you got the Ten of Wands reversed, and what this is giving me is like, again, as the week progresses, this is, I kind of like this card for people who are more detached from their situation. This is a good sign for those of you who are, you're kind of just going with the flow. You're not really putting any, you're not, applying your expectations to the situation. You're not putting pressure on yourself or whoever you're involved with. This is good energy, because this is kind of like, you get to detach for a bit and you get to focus on enjoying yourself, because this is also what the Five of Wands, I should say, is giving me. Just enjoying, having fun, enjoying yourself, because all these kids are playing around, they're swinging their wands. Nobody's really getting hurt. It's just, a bunch of people having a good time. So yeah, definitely focus on yourself this week. Focus on yourself and what brings you enjoyment, and don't. This isn't a good time for, if you're getting familiar with someone, this isn't a good time to tie yourself down to anyone or anything. Retrograde is still going on, and they're not really interested in tethering themselves to anybody right now. And then we've got the Ten of Wands reversed, like later in the week, and this is like just letting a burden fall apart. That's literally the message that I just got. It's just like letting something fall apart. And because it is the 10, and because it is the Wands, and it's, Saturn, it's not Saturn, but karmic completion. 10 is completion, karmic completion. I think there's more endings coming this week. But it's like, it's not just a regular ending. It's more like, some of you are going to walk away from a situation, and it's going to change the person you're leaving as well. It's going to be like a wake-up call for them. It's like, by turning your back on something, you force somebody to look in the mirror and see exactly who and what they are. And this is also, just laying a burden down. Again, this is this Five of Wands, this Ten of Wands reversed, along with the Moon, the King of Wands, and Justice reversed. It's like, just don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take on too much. Don't try to do too much. Just flow with the universe. Because again, all these blue backgrounds, this resonates kind of with the throat chakra as well, and that's communication. There's going to be a lot spoken and heard, and you need to be present so you can speak when you need to speak, and listen when you need to listen. So we got the energy transitions, from Justice reverse to the Devil, and it's going to transition like that by way of the Six of Swords. So what this means is, again, like, this feels like a lot of people, dealing with a very frustrating situation, but this Ten of Wands and this Six of Swords, this Ten of Wands reversed and this Six of Swords is kind of just like, leaving it all behind. Like leaving everything, leaving all this stuff behind, and focusing on what brings you a clear mind. So the devil energy here is actually it's very. I thought it was very curious at first, but with the Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Swords, it feels more like it should be reversed because the devil is kind of like um, it's kind of like karmic control. It's kind of like feeling as if you're being controlled by a situation. But what I'm getting here is that as this week progresses, a lot of you are going to become a lot of you know with all the energy shifts, a lot of you are going to find yourselves in greater tune with your lower energy or your lower vibration energy. You know, the energy that keeps you drawn into karmic situations, because this the devil is it represents Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, which is all about karma and karmic lessons and all that. So it is a bit more promising actually as the week goes on, because this is what this is telling me is that, you know, more people are going to have, again, because of the Six of Swords moving into clarity, more people are going to have greater awareness over their lower vibration energy. So it's like you're going to feel a need to return to a situation, even, you know, again, even though you're just wishing it's going to get better because what you've seen so far is disappointing. But it's like your awareness is such that, you know, the devil kick, you know, when you find yourself in facing that devil situation, you know that that's not realistic. This isn't realistic, because being tying yourself down into this situation doesn't serve your highest good. It's it's not fulfilling. It's a cycle. It doesn't go anywhere. You know, you two keep dancing, or you three, or whatever, or whoever. You know, it's like you all keep dancing the same dance over and over again, and it doesn't take you anywhere. So, like, focusing, going into this devil energy with more awareness, that's exactly what you need to free yourself. So again, you know, going into this week, just don't take things, you know, when it comes to your soulmate, when it comes to your karmic partner, twin flame, whoever you're dealing with, you know, don't take things too seriously right now. You know, you don't have the whole picture, but you don't need the whole picture. You're supposed to be working with what's before you. You know, if you're feeling the situation was unjust, you need to make peace within yourself and move on. Move on from the calamity, because that's the only way, you know, you can face this karmic energy with the clarity you need to break away from that cycle. So that's going to be the reading for you guys. Have a great week. Best of luck and take care of yourselves. Bye.